Team Teach is an absolutely, just to begin, it's an outstanding program. I cannot vouch for it anymore. It's a program that we're now able to offer to all of our educators that work with ANZ UK in our schools. So we can offer this training to you so you can become accredited and then utilize it effectively in the classroom. So what it is effectively, Team Teach is a form of de-escalation techniques. So it is an accredited, award-winning positive behavior management training. It's recognized and utilized in schools in over 20 countries. That includes Australia and New Zealand. It's highly recognized, highly sought after. So what it is it's a form of de-escalation training. So if you're working with children with quite high behavioral or learning needs in any sort of way, be it in an SEN setting or even in a mainstream setting where you might be working with children with autism or social, emotional, mental health, it's a way to sort of identify any trigger points that might result in a child losing a bit of composure in the classroom and becoming quite agitated or aggressive. And it helps you to de-escalate that situation really effectively so the child can calm down, compose themselves, and then focus on the learning again. However, we all know the reality that doesn't always happen as effectively as we'd like. So if a child does have a bit of a meltdown and becomes quite aggressive in the classroom, either towards yourself or towards another child or another teacher, what it actually does is 5% of the program teaches you very, very effective forms to restrain a child safely, to ensure that they don't hurt themselves or they don't hurt anybody else around them. So it even teaches you things like if the child is biting, methods to try and safely remove them from your skin. If they're pulling hair, methods to get them off safely so they don't cause any harm. If they're grabbing lanyards, anything like that, there's techniques that we can utilize and we can show you that will keep the children safe and remove them from the situation. It's really, really, really great training. Myself, I went on the training program just before the COVID arose, so we were lucky we got in there. The head of SEN as well went on the training with me, so we're both trainers, we can both deliver it. One of the directors out in Wales was about to do the training, then COVID arose. He's going to do the training once it's safe to do so again, so he can deliver it to all the Welsh educators. We can do it here internally in the office once things return to normal. It'll be a course that will be conducted during the half terms and the holidays. It's run over 2 days. At the end of it, you'll get the accreditation that you need to take it into schools. It will make you highly employable if you're working in an SEN setting or even in a mainstream setting where there's higher behavioural needs. It's really, really highly sought after. So yeah, any questions about Team Teach, please feel free to make contact with me. You can even ask a question on the platform, and I'll be happy to answer it. But yeah, get on board. It's a great program. We're really lucky to be able to offer it.
That sounds really good, Aidan. I know me and you've spoken about it quite a lot, and it sounds like something that I think every single teacher would benefit from doing. And
absolutely.
I know when we run the program, I'm certainly going to be taking part to improve my teaching career. And I know there's loads of teachers I've spoken to who are either trained in it or are looking to be trained in it. So do we have a timeline at all of when? Obviously, COVID sort of put everything into a bit of a fluster. But what do we have any? I suppose we have to kind of wait to see what timeline we can to offer this training, don't we, really?
Yeah. So originally we were hoping to do one over the June half term. That realistically is probably not going to happen now. So effectively, as soon as things return to normal, we'll set up a session over the next holiday. So it might be over the summer if things return to normal in time. But yeah, once everything's back up and running, we'll conduct a session over the next holiday period. If it's over the summer, we might be able to run a few sessions. The summer's a little bit longer. One thing I will say is we can only train about 20 educators at a time between the two of us from a health and safety standpoint. My suspicion is it will be quite highly sought after. So if you would like maybe to be sort of first considered, we will have to do it on a first come, first served basis. So make contact with me. I'll be more than happy to talk you through what we can do to sort of ensure that you get a place on the next training program.
That's great, Aidan. And we've just had a couple of questions coming about. Do we have any idea of things like costs about it at all, or?
Yeah, so it's something that we're going to discuss. To do it externally, it costs £250 because it is a 2-day program. To do it through us, we wouldn't charge you anywhere near that amount. We don't have a definitive number as yet as to what we would look to charge for it. We would do a very, very basic cost. We'd be looking at a range between sort of £40 to £60 for the 2 days. So it'll be markedly cheaper to do it with us. So definitely don't do it externally. £250 is quite a lot. But yeah, I would say even if we couldn't offer it, I would still recommend paying the £250 because the training is that good. But yeah, we won't be making a profit off it in any way, shape, or form. It'll be purely to cover the admin costs associated with it. So yeah, that's what you'll be looking at. It'll be, you know, for a teaching assistant, you know, a little bit more than half a day's pay. You know, obviously for a teacher, it you know, shouldn't be too much of an issue. So yeah, please, you know, if you're interested, please do get involved. It will be more than worth your money, I promise you.